is to be expected because we do the podcast just before. So if you're not joining us for the podcast, then make sure that you do that because the Wrestling Escape Pod is genuinely one of my, if not my favourite hours of the week. Never know going into it quite what to expect. I never know going into it what you lot have sent. But, just honestly, we get sent such wild stuff. And it's always, you never know what you're going to get. I mean, literally any clip could be anything. And so much fun. A big congratulations to Nolene and to Patrick, two of our community members that have got married today. So we were just celebrating that over on the Wrestling Escape Pod. But of course, things get a bit crazy over there. So I always knew that I was going to be a little bit more serious and make sure that we got that message across. So I hope they've had a fantastic day. I hope they are continuing to have a fantastic day and celebrate their wedding. So many congratulations to them. And Miss Clown as well, who's over there, I should imagine, well in the process of getting drunk as well. So hopefully Miss Clown is having a great time also. But big shout out to them. And as we said, wish them a fantastic day. And a big shout out to everyone that is joining us here tonight for NXT. We have got Dolph Ziggler, I believe, on the show. NXT has been struggling a little bit in the ratings recently. So they really could do with this, delivering. They could really do with this getting a decent number. So they've got Dolph on the show against Ciampa. So we've got that tonight. I'm just having a look to see what else has been announced. I think the Women's Dusty Classic has been announced as well. So the Women's Dusty Classic has been announced. So tonight we should see the start of that. LA Knight is going to be taking on Grayson Waller tonight as well. So we've got that happening. I'm just looking to see if there's a tweet that's got everything in. I'm looking to see. Here we go. Carmelo, Trick, Blade, Black History Conversation. Okay. Tonight, join the North American Champion. Black History Month, right? There's a Black History Month thing. I can't see a tweet that's got all of the matches and everything in. Let's go to NXT and just see if there's anything there. Black History Month, Ciampa and Ziggler, Dusty Cup, LA Knight and Grayson Waller, Black History Month. That's it. That's all we've got. So, in all fairness, that might be good enough. Ciampa and Ziggler's what's hopefully going to be bringing in the eyes to this show. So we've got that tonight. So, yes. Jacob is Biotch. John, hello. Is Tommaso Ciampa officially going to Raw after facing Dolph Ziggler tonight? Nothing. I haven't seen anything official, but it certainly seems like they're introducing him to the main roster. So I don't know if this is just as a part of to build this feud. I don't know if Tommaso is still in NXT and they're using Tommaso to have a feud with Dolph to get more eyes on NXT, or if this is the start of Tommaso moving to Raw. I genuinely don't know which way it's going. NXT Newbies fights till one's WWE Destiny. Paul, shout out to you. Days, I'm sorry if I was disrespectful towards you in my video. I didn't want you to play it because of it being wedding related. I think it was disrespectful. I don't think it was disrespectful. The web's meant to be just fun, isn't it? So if we get sent stuff, then you did say don't play it, and we decided to play it anyway. So don't worry about it. That was our call. Do you see Finn winning the belt next week? No, I don't think so. I don't think they would have. Finn win the belt off Damian Priest. I mean, he would be a good person to carry it, but unless Damian Priest's going to get moved up to the top of the card, Damian Priest, I think, would struggle away from the title belt. I don't think that they've really built Damian Priest. I don't feel Damian Priest is any bigger, and I don't feel any more connected to Damian Priest than I did before he had the United States belt. I don't think Bad Bunny has done anything for Damian Priest. I don't think the US title has done anything for Damian Priest. I don't think this split personality has done anything for Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest has been a victim of really bad booking, to be honest. So, I think it would be great if we could sort out this split personality thing. It's just not quite working the way that it's being presented. So I think we need to tweak that a little bit. I thought his promo the other day was very good when he was saying, I am Damian Priest and I want competition. Kind of felt very direct, and it felt like there was some intensity there, and it felt like he was getting a bit bored of what had been going on, and he, I felt a bit of frustration, and it kind of felt good. I would have liked a bit more of that, to be honest. There's definitely, he's got a great look. He can do promos. His matches are all right. We could get somewhere with Damian Priest, but we just haven't got there yet with him. And I don't know if you take the title off him, would that be the right way forward? It really all depends on how you book him after you take the belt off him. It's going to depend on how you book him. And right now, I just don't have much confidence that it's going to be booked very well. I mean, we know he's not going to be around any main titles for WrestleMania, and WrestleMania's still, 6 weeks away. So if you take the title off him, if you take that United States title off him, unless he's going to be in a feud with Finn, and it's all going to lead to a back and forth and go to WrestleMania, then I don't know what we're going to do with him, to be honest. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that Finn doesn't win it, unless he does, and then, as we said, we go into a feud. If not next week, then when should Priest lose the belt, and who should it be? Because he needs to get into the world title picture now. Well, I mean, this is part of the problem if you only have one champion. If you only have one champion, Priest ain't getting into that title picture, because you're going to have Seth, you're going to have Kevin Owens, you're going to have so many people that are going to want Drew McIntyre. It's going to be really hard to get him into a title pit. If Roman is Roman 2 belts, how are you going to get Damian Priest anywhere near that title? So I don't know. I mean, I think that you probably take the title off him. You probably take the title off him WrestleMania at the earliest. But it might be better if it was Money in the Bank or SummerSlam, to be honest. Because I just don't think anytime soon Damian Priest is going to get anywhere near world titles. We know he won't before WrestleMania. And I have to think that after WrestleMania, it's going to be a case of maybe rematches, or there'll be other people ahead of him in the queue. I can't see Damian Priest getting any title opportunities till, say, SummerSlam at the absolute earliest. And even then, is Damian Priest really going to be taking on Brock or Roman at SummerSlam? I don't see it. So if that's not what we're going to be able to do, then why would you take the mid-card belt off him? So I'd keep it on him. They shouldn't have changed Priest's gimmick. Priest's current character doesn't fit him. He was a natural babyface in NXT. Lesbian out of prison says, I'll be making my NXT debut tonight. Well, I do look forward to that. Shout out to you, lesbian out of prison. It's great that you are a lesbian. Shadow Ninja said, Days, when Finn said on Monday, Damian, be careful what you wish for, I think they're hinting a WrestleMania feud, because it could be Demon Balor. That's good shout, yeah. I mean, could it be that Damian beats Finn, and or Finn wins by DQ, and Finn's like, I would have beaten you, so let's have a no DQ match. You bring Damian, I'll bring the Demon. I could definitely see that. So maybe Damian versus the Demon at WrestleMania in a no DQ match. Yeah, I think you could have called it, but WWE should let Priest just be Punishment Martinez. He was a badass in Ring of Honor, says James. Priest's gimmick needs work. Days, what do you have on? Thursday Liv or Zelina Vega? Who do you have on? Thursday Liv or Zelina Vega? What are you on about? I don't know what you're on about, Matthew. I agree with the Priest part, but I don't think WWE look at it. They don't think WWE look at it that way. They may just look at it as Priest has had it. It hasn't worked. Give it to Finn. Yes, that is true. I really think they want to get Priest over, though. I think they really like him. You know, he's got a good size to him. He's got a good look to him. I think they do want to try and get him over. And if it hasn't worked, I don't know that they're just going to push him to the back of the queue. Plus, also, I don't really have much confidence that they see that much in Finn, to be honest. But so it's a tricky one to say how it's going to play out, because you are right. A lot of it will come down to the perception of, you know, are they thinking that he's just dropping the ball and he's not doing enough with it? Or are they thinking, okay, we need to give him a little bit more? Do they stick with him and continue to work with him, or do they give up? Because I think a lot of us can agree. I don't think there'd be too many people that would say, no, Damian Priest, this is perfect right now. I don't think there'd be too many people saying that. So what do? Do you stick with him with the mid-cards and keep working with him, keep him on TV, keep trying to tweak things, or do you just go, nah, it's not worked, and walk away? I mean, for me personally, I would stick with him. I think he's worth sticking with. But we'll see. When is MSG? It's on the 5th of March, apparently. The 5th of March. Lesbian out of prison said, no, I am not Lebanese. I'm a lesbian. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I got that. In all fairness, your name does say lesbian out of prison. So, I mean, straight away, I was like, that's a lesbian that's just come out of prison. Dalmar said, Damian Priest was red hot as a babyface during his feud with Sheamus, but all the DQs, split personalities, has turned a lot of people off, and he's been getting booed lately in arenas. Now AJ has signed a new contract with WWE. Do you see him being a world champion? Yes, I know he's happy with him and wants to work backstage when he retires. Do I see him being a world champion? I don't know, to be honest. Mainly because if there's only going to be one world champion, you can only have one person. And I would not be in any rush for, if Brock wins or Roman, I wouldn't be taking that belt off him anytime soon. You've got Big E, who deserves a second chance at being champion. I don't think we should throw in the Big E towel. We're just talking about Damian Priest, that's coming in. You've got Seth, you've got Kevin Owens. We're asking, will AJ be world champion? There's a lot of people vying for world titles, and, we might only have one after WrestleMania. I don't know if they're going to unify those belts now that we know it is champion versus champion. I don't know if they're going to unify them or if it's just going to be another Becky 2 belt situation where, she lost one shortly after. Will it be a case that Roman will lose one shortly after, or Brock will lose one shortly after? I don't know. In regards to AJ, I suppose I'd be surprised if he wasn't a champion again. I suppose I'd be surprised, but it's hard to know what to expect at the moment. It's hard to say. David Walker says, oh yeah, Days is the best. David Walker, shout out to you, buddy. Hope you are well. Hope you're having a good day and ready for NXT, which hopefully will be a good show. So appreciate the support, David. Really appreciate it. There's no way we can predict what WWE are going to do. They don't even know what they want to do. That's true. I see them putting both belts on Roman, but they will do the Becky thing and they'll get one belt off him quickly. Orlando Lira said, what do you think of Pokemon cards? I never watched Pokemon. I have never played a Pokemon game. I'm aware of Pokemon. I know that they're monsters, whatever, and you collect them. And I know the card game was very popular. My brother had some of the cards. And I know some of the cards now are worth a lot of money. But I don't have any kind of emotional connection to them, to be honest. But, so, like, you know, I look at, like, Logan Paul getting what's it called, a Charizard or something for, like, $1 million card. And I do kind of go, that's crazy, man. That's just crazy. But I don't look at it and go, wow, I wish I had that. I wish I had $1 million. I wish I had a card that was worth $1 million. But I certainly don't look at a Charizard and think, wow, I wish I had a Charizard. And my life's... Guys, if there's one thing you need to know about me, my life is fine without a Charizard. I've so far done all right. So, who is the NXT Women's Dusty Rhodes match? I don't know. They haven't announced, I don't think, what we've got tonight. So, we know that the bracket is out. So, we can... I'm sure that'll be up on screen. It's all right. There wasn't really anything in there that looked that intriguing, to be honest, when it came to the women's Dusty bracket, but which sounds a bit kinky, but it is. We'll have a look at it when it comes up, pops up on screen. Matthew said, Days, I meant to say, who do you have winning on Thursday, Liv or Zelina? Who's wrestling on Thursday? Why are they wrestling on Thursday? Is it a house show? Have I missed something? What's going on? Why is Liv and Zelina wrestling on Thursday? Is that main event or something? Does main event air on a Thursday? I don't know is the answer, because I don't know why they're wrestling on a Thursday. I can only presume is it main event? If so, it's going to be pre-recorded, isn't it? Because don't they do that before Raw? So I don't know. I haven't seen those results or anything, so I genuinely don't know. I would go with Liv. You've not heard of a new Thursday night show? Nope. WWE main event only has 3 ratings. Saturday main event on the 5th of March, says Matthew. Yeah. That's MSG, isn't it? Who will win at WrestleMania 39, Lynch or Rousey? I might lean towards Lynch because Rousey I don't think is sticking around. The only problem is she's already lost once. Is she really going to lose again? I mean, you would think that Ronda would win to make it 1-1. And maybe they'll do that. But, I mean, Ronda goes then. I think she's around for a year. She's around for like 12 months and then she goes. So, yeah, you'd think they'd make it 1-1 and build towards a third. Or maybe not even ever have a third. Just like 1-1. Both have got something to brag about. But, I can't... Ronda winning and then leaving would suck, to be honest. I kind of feel like if you're leaving, you go out on your back. You go out giving back to the business. And so really, if that's her last match, she should be losing that. But there's probably a good chance she wins. Just to get back for losing at WrestleMania 35. Because she took the pin. Ronda took the pin, which is madness. So, Impact is on Thursday. Looks like Man U will make the top 4, says Ryan. The only wrestling that I know that's on a Thursday is Impact, MLW, OVW, and ARW. I've never even heard of ARW. Yeah, I swear James Chadwick's making them up. Impact, MLW, BLW, CWR, DDD, BC, BR, BRMB, all these kind of things. There are those 2 are in WWE, so that's why I said that. Money in the Bank. winner cash in at Mania. Days, can we do a poll tonight, Ciampa or Ziggler? Sure. Let's do it, Johnny. Let's do it. Who wins? Who wins? DP Dub is on Thursdays. Right, who will win? Who will win? Will it be Ciampa? Will it be Ziggler? Ciampa or Ziggler? Boom. LSW is saying that there's a new show that's called Thursday Night Throwdown, which sounds really interesting. WWE Thursday Night Throwdown. Now, I've not heard about this, but Thursday Night Throwdown. And, well, there we go. I'll have to see if I can find out about that after, get a thumbnail made, and we'll get a stream set up for that. So, Thursday Night Throwdown. LSW, apparently, William Hensey, it's true. I don't think William had heard about it either. Thursday Night Throwdown, says LSW, so interesting. Apparently, Zelina and Liv are on that. Okay. Very interesting. No, she has signed a 3-year deal. Ronda should be a monstrous tweener. Cody Rhodes returns tonight, says Matthew. Cody Rhodes returns tonight. Thursday Night Throwdown. Friday Night SmackDown. Should be, like Monday Night Moan Down or something. Throwdown, SmackDown, and Throwdown. What is it? Throwdown, SmackDown, Moan Down. That would be a better lineup, wouldn't it? Days, Cody Rhodes tonight. Totally. I don't think too much wrestling is good for you. Would you agree? You need to ask James Chadwick. That's what you need to ask. You need to ask Chadders. Chadders will let you know. WWE Spiteful said WWE should use the women's tag titles like Trish and Lita, not in the near future. The Funkadactyls, the Bellas, the Riot Squad, people along those lines. Days, AR Dub, the Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling. Oh, of course. Now you've said the name. Who hasn't sat down with a wonderful glass of Chardonnay to enjoy some of the finery of Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling? It's where a lot of the greats started in Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling. AR Dub. A massive, I think, biggest promotion in the world, aren't they? AR Dub. I think they're the biggest or second biggest promotion in the world. AR Dub. No, just joking aside, James. I've no idea what you're on about, and I think you've had a stroke. Edward said, can you look at my tweet before NXT starts? It's the one I sent you when you were streaming the football. I looked at it. I liked it. Done. I think it was one about John Cena, wasn't it? About him getting ready to come back. Bobby Lashley has claimed he's coming back. My only question would be, where's that information coming from? Like, it was a screenshot that had a quote, apparently, allegedly, from Bobby Lashley saying that John Cena was training to come back, but where's it come from? I mean, listen, if it ain't come from Dave or for sure Rossap or from a WrestleVotes, I wouldn't even listen to it. So much fake news out there. It could be legit. I don't know. It could be legit. But if it ain't come from one of those guys, I wouldn't listen to it. Shadow Ninja said, have you heard that Goldberg is rumored to retire after the Chamber match? If you Google Goldberg retirement, if you don't believe me, I do believe you. I believe you, and I believe LSW when he was talking about Thursday Night Throwdown. So I'm a very trusting person. You need to know that about me. So I do believe you. Days, Hollywood Wrestling is on a living channel. Okay, that's good. It's better than being on a dead one. Days, why is everyone interested in Styles versus Edge? I think people have been starved of good AJ matches because he was with Amos. And people love Edge, and I think it's just a bit of a dream match, to be honest. So I think people are on board with that match. I think Wep needs more submissions. Want to be a star. Do you know what, William? I've just read that, right? And, man, could you imagine if we had a singing champion or something? And then if someone wanted to become the singing champion of the community, they have to send in a video of them singing, and then we vote if it's better. We do a vote to see if they're better than the current champion. I love that. I love that idea. So we have a champion of the community. I do like that. I like the idea of a champion of the community, a WEP champion, Wrestling Escape Pod champion, and to beat them, you have to send in a video. I don't know how we would do it. I'll have to think about it. I'll think about it, but I feel like there might be something there. Anything to encourage people sending in more fun videos, like some of the stuff we've been seeing. I'm on board with. Daniel said, did you read the story today going around about Dax Hardwood's negative relationship with Sean and the reason for it? I did not. What's the situation? Edge AJ is a dream match. Who do you think will be facing Edge at WrestleMania? I think it'll be AJ. It's made us both stars. I listen, William, I didn't see the chat. I never look at the chat. During the Wrestling Escape Pod, which is the podcast that we do, William, Hensey, and Dave in real life sent in a video of them singing. If you are interested in seeing what some of these names look like, people send in videos and to the podcast, and we play them. And William and Dave were just singing in their video. And I never saw the chat, but if the chat's reaction was anything like mine anytime I watched that video, I can only imagine that they loved it. Because I was, honestly, the third time I watched it was during the podcast, and I was crying again. So you did a great job. You did a brilliant job. Delmar said, did you hear that Peter Avalon has been re-signed by AEW? He's returning to the Dark tapings on Monday. It's been rumoured that Janela and Sonny Kiss could be re-signed. Is that a good move from Tony? I mean, like, if he wants some job guys that can do jobs, and they're going to be on, like, job guy money, then it's, it works for them, it works for him. I mean, I don't begrudge Peter Avalon or Sonny Kiss. Not everyone can be the top main stars. Do you know what I mean? Like, the world needs Brooklyn Brawlers. The world needs Barry Horowitz. Do you know what I mean? The world needs those kind of performers. You can't just have everyone being main event stars. So I don't mind Joey Janela, Sonny Kiss, whoever getting re-signed, Peter Avalon. And who knows, they might get a gimmick that catches on and then, they move a little higher up the card. So I don't begrudge it them. I don't mind it at all. But it's just, are they going to be all right with being in those positions? Are they quite happy with, like, the money they're getting, the position they are on the cards? Because there's a good chance they just won't be getting onto Dynamite or Rampage. They're just going to be on Dark and Elevation, and they're just good wrestlers for that indie talent to have a match against. And then, maybe they're trusted. Maybe Tony trusts Joey, he trusts Sonny, he trusts Peter Avalon to turn around and say, yeah, they're good. They're worth bringing in, sign them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just, are they going to be all right with it? That's all. That would be their new position, wouldn't it? Well, I say new position. That's the position they've been doing for a while now. So it would just be more of that. Can someone tell me how WrestleMania works these days? Is day one better than 2 or vice versa? Is Brock Roman on day 1 or 2? I'd imagine Brock Roman would be day 2. They've only done it a couple of times where we've had a 2-day WrestleMania. The first time they did it at WrestleMania 36, both days were quite even. Both days had a title match on. Both days had a cinematic match on. So like the Boneyard match was day 1. And then I think the Firefly Funhouse match was day 2. One of the title matches was day 1. Another one was day 2. Like, they split it 50-50. Second year, they did the same, in all fairness. They split it 50-50. I would say both days are kept strong. Your big match, main event, tends to be the overall show closer. So the big final match last year was Roman versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. I would imagine the big final match this year would be the Roman Brock match. I can't see them doing that day 1. So Roman Brock, I would imagine, will close out night 2. But in all fairness, the rest of the cards under that are going to be comparable. Both days are going to be strong. Both days are going to be the same. So it's not really anything between them. Asib said, NXT must be dead. We come into streams and talk about everything other than NXT. I think we've always done that, to be honest. I don't know that that's a reflection of NXT. I think even when NXT was like the black and gold brand, you tend to still talk about the bigger stories, which, you know, this time of year is going to be WrestleMania and going to be other things. I mean, there's no denying that NXT is struggling compared to where it was. I mean, there's the ratings tell you that. So there's no denying that. But I don't think it's down all that much, actually. I think even NXT 2.0 has been still getting about 550, 600,000, which is where it was before. So I don't think NXT is suffering too much, but I think it did dip down last week to about 450. But then I heard that was it Rampage dipped down to about 450 or something? I think Rampage went down to that level as well now. So, you know, maybe these past few weeks have just been really bad weeks for wrestling. I'm not sure. Dave, saw this on Fightful's Instagram page. They're saying AJ has re-signed. Yes, apparently so. Dax Sean situation. I've tried explaining it, but I ran out of limited words. It's quite interesting. I can have a quick scoot if it's easily findable. Dax Sean Michaels. Here we go. Former AEW Tag Champ Dax Harwood opened up about his past struggles with anxiety and bulimia. Both he and Cash were set to get a beatdown from DX and Balor Club at 2018's Raw 25. He said he was catching up with Michaels backstage from their days together at the Performance Center to talk about the issues he and Wheeler had recently gone through with recent injuries. Harwood said, who had praised 2 men and opened up, said he had a similar story with his wife, getting through his own rough patches. He said the segment was done. Only one member of DX thanked him, that was Sean X, but everyone else was cold, treated us like we were on the bottom of the shoe. While he would never forget that feeling, he would have a conversation with Michaels about it someday. Harwood also said he isn't sure when the highly anticipated... is there anything? I don't think there's anything interesting here. I've heard it before about the Raw 25 thing, where it was only X-Pac that said thanks to him afterwards. Where's his problem with Michaels, though? That's the bit I was looking for. Is his problems with Michaels just the fact that Michaels didn't thank him after the Raw 25 thing? Don't know. If it's just the snub thing, I've heard it before. NXT was on Sci-Fi last week, so ratings suffered, says Sean. Okay. Iron Sheik got very excited when he had Hogan in a camel clutch, says Jimmy. Goldberg rather build up a promotion like Impact instead of already being in an established promotion like AEW. Why does SmackDown have only about 3 to 4 matches and about 2 promos? Because Roman takes up a lot of time. Raw is the complete opposite. Should NXT get a match on Mania? Should NXT get a match on Mania? Yes. I think that NXT is a promotion that's worth highlighting. I think that it's on network TV. I think that there's nothing stopping you putting the NXT title match on the pre-show or something. But I don't have a problem with them doing that. I don't think they will, but I haven't got a problem with it. Are you confident we'll get past Athletico? I am, yes. Yeah, I think we'll do well. Matt, shout out to you, says, another quantum question. Is NXT 2.0 at the moment good, bad, or good, bad? I don't understand the bad, good, bad things. Aren't they just the same? Or does bad, good mean that it's more bad, little bit good, and good, bad means it's more good, little bit bad? I don't know. I don't know the difference between bad, good, and good, bad. So we can throw that out there for people. I watch AEW Rampage, says Matthew. I would say it's good, bad, or bad, good, if they're the same. I think it's got some good stuff. I think it's got some bad stuff. But then I sort of feel that way about most of the shows. So I don't think NXT 2.0 is all that different, to be honest. NXT should get a match every pay-per-view, says Johnny. Dolph versus Bron should happen at WrestleMania. Maybe Carmelo Hayes versus AJ or Seth as well. Dave, you could call the song off Wep Vision Song Contest. Wep Vision Song Contest? What, where we just get loads of people to sing in them singing songs and then we crown a winner and we get people to vote? I do like that. I must admit, I do like that. I'm so on board with that. Daniel said, it didn't mention it, but he spilled his problems out to Sean. Sean then said to keep your head up. I went through the same, and then when DX came, Sean started mocking Dax's problems in front of them. Okay. I haven't heard that before. I've heard about Raw 25, and I've heard about X-Pac being the only one to go up to them and say thank you for, letting them beat them up and whatever at Raw 25. And I know that they were very upset about that. But I haven't heard about Sean saying keep your head up and then mocking them in front of them or whatever. I don't know. It's not really too bothered, to be honest. It's the wrestling business, do you know what I mean? You really need a thick skin in that business. You really, really need a thick skin. I mean, if that's one of the worst things they had to go through, can you imagine what people were going through back in the day? I mean, ask about the people that were, the women that were having to get booked in the 60s and 70s through Fabulous Moolah and the stuff that was happening with that, allegedly happening there. I don't know. I kind of think people in this day and age have got it relatively easy compared to where wrestling has been. Robin said, I think NXT 2.0 is good, but that's just my opinion. What are your thoughts on Graves' Carmelo YouTube reality show? It's a shame that it's not been picked up by a channel and a network. But I like the fact that they've got a show. I think they're both, interesting. I think Corey Graves is, I mean, I don't mind seeing them go about their lives and whatever because I think that there's something different. I don't really know much about those two. Like Miz and Maurice have been doing Miz and Mrs. for a while now. I feel like we saw loads of Nikki and John Cena on Total Bellas and everything, but Carmella and Corey Graves, I really don't know a great deal about. So, I mean, I ain't going to watch it, but if I did catch an episode, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I might watch the first one if I think about it and it's there, or I stumble across it. I don't know how long it is, but I might watch the first one to see what it's like. But I'm just presuming it's going to be more kind of Total Divas kind of a thing. But yeah, fine. Ain't got a problem. Are you going to cover NXT Stand and Deliver? I think so, yeah. Is that the one that's on WrestleMania Day? I mean, yeah, I can't see any reason why not. WrestleMania weekend will probably be fully WrestleMania focused. I should imagine the Premier League stuff will have to... well, I can't see any reason why we can't do Premier League on the Sunday, but the Saturday might be an issue. Matt says, with Cody and Brandy, AEW was good bad, and now without them, it's good. Raw with Brock is bad good. Without him, it would be bad. WWE Spiteful says, would you become a wrestler? If I was young, I would, yes. I think I could do it, to be honest. Without a big head. I think I could do it. I like to think I work hard. Like to think that I would be able to throw myself into it and, give my all. I think I can talk. I think, I've got a bit of a personality. I don't think I'm dull. I think I'd be all right. So I'm maybe not the biggest, but, if I was doing that as a profession, then, you'd make it your business, your intention to go to the gym all the time. I mean, they say promos, wrestling, and you look. So you've got to really work on your look, haven't you? So I would have been hitting the gym, learning, all that kind of stuff. So I think if I was young now and I really wanted to do it, then yeah, I would go for it. I absolutely would. But I mean, when I was young, it didn't really ever cross my mind to do that because it just wasn't an option. I mean, there was no wrestling schools, or there was no. I wouldn't even know how you would get into it. I mean, there was no internet when I was young. So, I mean, where are you going to find a wrestling school to learn? And if you do, where are you then going to wrestle? Because I don't even remember seeing wrestling shows being advertised. I don't remember wrestling. When wrestling came into my life, you might as well have shown me aliens eating dinner, right? It was so, what is this? I've never heard of wrestling. I'd never seen wrestling. It was just completely, look at this. Do you know what I mean? Here's something you've never seen before. So that's why it just absolutely blew my mind, because I'd never seen anything like it. The closest would have been boxing. And I'd never seen really any boxing. I was aware of it, but I'd never really watched any. And then all of a sudden you've got these, larger than life, colourful characters and all of this. But I wasn't really getting lost in the, I want to do that or anything kind of mentality. Maybe if I was growing up now and I could just go on the internet and go, how can I be a wrestler? And you could put that into Google and get a million answers back without even trying. Then maybe I would go down that road, but that wasn't around when I was young. That wasn't an option. So, I ain't bothered by that. I can't say it was ever a dream of mine to be a wrestler, but yeah, if I was young now and I was growing up, would I do it? Yeah, I would. I reckon I'd be all right at it. I'm not saying I would get anywhere, because I reckon there's thousands of people that are brilliant, that have got that are athletic, that have got great bodies, that can talk. It's probably thousands and thousands. So you'd just be one of thousands. So I probably wouldn't get anywhere, but I'd give it. I would. Yeah, I'd probably if I wanted to do it now, I'd do it. And I'd give it my all. I'd work hard, training, learning, getting as much info as I can, and see where it got me. So yeah, if you're thinking of doing it, go for it. Tell Tommy he will regret saying that my video is for someone's granddad's. Why does your audio levels keep just dropping? I don't understand. Why is it that when you talk, it's like you talk and you're just talking away? Like, it doesn't look to me like you're doing anything wrong. It doesn't look to me like you're in your videos that you're doing anything wrong, but your audio just keeps going, like, dropping and then coming back and then dropping down again. And I don't know why. I don't know why. It's really strange. Really, really strange. Seb said, thoughts of BTME, them doing a Jeff Hardy reference. Well, I mean, I think that he'll be coming in, yeah. I'm not too surprised that they're starting to tease that and build towards Jeff coming in. So, yeah, I think he's on his way to AEW sooner rather than later. So, Robin said Days needs to become Tony D'Angelo's manager. Israel, Tapia, shout out to you, my friend, said, what is your favorite match type? For example, TLC, Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell. My favorite match type would be probably a normal match, to be honest. I think having a fantastic one-on-one normal match is sadly rare. You know, you can get good one-on-one matches, but like fantastic match of the year quality, I think, are still quite rare. It's not, you know, it's very rare that we'll sit here and go, that is a match of the year contender. It's very rare we do that. We probably do it once a month, something like that. So I think, like, there's still a lot of scope within just normal one-on-one matches to improve the quality and to see more matches that you would go, yeah, that's a match of the year contender. So, you know, I'd say those are my favorites, because I feel that there's still, you know, we could be getting better on a more consistent basis than what we do. If you wanted me to pick a gimmick, and it has to be a gimmick, it would probably be a ladder match. Just a one-on-one ladder match. Again, I am a less is more person when it comes to wrestling. I think when you have, like, loads of stuff, like, you know, trash cans and thumbtacks and, like, you know, all these weapons, kendos and all of this, it's kind of like diminishing returns for me. It's kind of like, I would much rather see, you know, for me, one of the best gimmick matches of all time is WrestleMania 10. Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, one-on-one with a ladder. The ladder gets used as a weapon. It's all logical. There's some big spots in there, but again, it's all logical. You know, there's no setting up of, like, big spots, and there's no referees holding ladders, or it's literally two guys battling, fighting to try and win those the intercontinental belts that are hanging above. And the ladder is used as a weapon. It's I think there was only the one ladder as well. I mean, the ladder is, I love the psychology of just one ladder as well, because that ladder can be used as a weapon, but what if it starts breaking and bending and buckling, and, like, how are you going to get the belts then? I think where you've got loads of ladders and loads of different sizes and all of this, like, it kind of takes away, and then you've got, like, people diving off one ladder onto another ladder and all this kind of stuff. It just kind of feels like the match has to get bigger and bigger, and we've got to do more and more. And for me, just strip it back down to where it was, like a normal one-on-one match with one ladder. That's all it needs to be, and you could have a classic still with that. Hard to beat Shawn and Razor, in all fairness, because I think that will always be the gold standard. But it could be done. Certainly, as, like, people are trying more and more and more. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. I really think if you used to strip it back, there's still a lot that you can get out of those matches, out of those normal. If you think about how many great just one-on-one matches we get, we still get, like, brilliant, like, some of the best matches in recent years have just been normal matches. Look at, like, Daniel Bryan against Kenny Omega. That was just a normal one-on-one match. Or Dragunov against Volta. That was a normal one-on-one match. So I kind of feel like just add one ladder in there and you can still do some wonderful stuff. So, yeah, I'd keep it nice and simple. We are up and running with WWE NXT. So we'll see what we've got tonight. Edge AJ ladder match. Oh, my God, that would be nice. I don't know what they'd be fighting over, but that would be nice. An Edge AJ ladder match would be brilliant. But again, just one ladder. Just one ladder. Just give me one ladder. And as that ladder is starting to break and buckle and, you know, you can see they're, like, trying to set it up and it's rickety and it's wobbling and, like, the psychology of them trying to climb up as it's wobbling away and they can't get the foot in. And I think all of that would really add to the match. Really, really add to the match. Whereas now they throw that drama away by just getting another ladder. So, yeah, I'd be down for seeing like that. We did get Cody and Sammy in a ladder match, but they had multiple ladders in that. And a few too many spots for me. But I was very excited to see a one-on-one ladder match. Normally with ladder matches in these day and ages, you tend to get like loads of people in those matches, you know. Tends to be like basically money in the bank. Right, here is Bron Breakker. If you have a Bron and you need it broken, this is the guy you need. I proved to everybody. Yeah. He's proven himself. Okay, talking about WrestleMania weekend. Stand and deliver. That is going to need to be a big card. I'm giving you guys a heads up so we can be just as loud there as we are here. I will walk in NXT champ and I will walk out NXT champ. So he's very focused. I miss submission matches. Oh, they are great as well. They are great. When you have two submission experts. Wasn't it Brett and like Bob Backlund that had a submission match? Yeah, good shout. Here's Dolph. Let me give you some championship advice. Are you going to make it to stand and deliver? Dolph said, will you make it there as champion? I don't think so. He says, how about I put you on my back and I carry you all the way to stand and deliver? So Dolph is saying that he's going to deal with Ciampa and then he's going for that NXT title. And it will be mine. It's a nice little start, this. It's I like how Dolph came out and he just went straight into it. Little botch there by Ziggler. Pinfall matches are great. Can't forget those. Well, I think they're a massive part of Thursday Night Throwdown, aren't they? Ziggler says Bron is a bit of a hothead. Bring back blindfold matches. They don't pay me to dress up. They pay me to kick people's ass. You are the champ. You are the guy. When I walked through that door, I was the biggest star in this building. I think Shawn Michaels might have something to say about that. You're barred from ringside in my match. No cheap shots. No receipts. Okay. Passionate from Ziggler. Seth said Dolph needs to prove nothing because he's one of the greats. I don't like him, but I definitely respect his week in and week out grind, says Seth Bessie. Yeah, I mean, look, he serves a purpose. He serves a purpose. He was brilliant back in around, 2013, 2014, kind of around that kind of time frame. And then, really, since then, he's just sort of drifted. And he's had a few little moments, but he's just been left to kind of fade and be stale for so long now. It's kind of hard to kind of turn the boil back up on him, but NXT's done an all right job of it. I mean, certainly at this level, I feel like Dolph is a very difficult challenge for these guys. I know Dolph is not winning the title, but he will put Bron over as champion. Robin said, good opening. I'm excited for Dolph finally getting a push again. Do you like strap matches? Strap matches are all right. They're all right. I don't mind them. I don't mind them. I've never seen many of them, and I don't know that I've ever seen, like, an incredible one. They're all right. They're all right. They're more in line with the kind of thing that I'm happy to watch, you know. Again, it's two people, one strap. It's quite minimal. It's a little restrictive, that's all. You can never really get away from your opponent. That's the whole point of it. And, of course, you can use it to whip your opponent. We've seen that many times. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if I've seen everything you could do with a strap. I mean, like, unless someone could be really creative with it and think of something that we've not really seen before, then, yeah. I mean, if there was to be one announced, I'd be interested in seeing how they did it. Right, we've got LA Knight just coming down to the ring. So, LA Knight against Grayson Waller. LA Knight against Grayson Waller. See you later, Dave. Are you surprised they've not changed the title design? Suppose, yeah. Yeah, because it's still like the different NXT logo on it, isn't it? So it probably does need a new title design to kind of reflect the new brand. Right, we've got Waller out the ring. Stone Cold LA Knight, says Tony. Sanga is looking clean in that suit, says Robin. Legend Killer, hello. Hope you are well. Dork Knight said, I like the Iron Man match. Clothesline by LA Knight. Knee to the side of the head. Shoulder tackle there by LA Knight. LA Knight going over to the corner. Knee strike there by Waller. Waller going over to the corner. Roll through by Waller, charging over, up over the top. Waller getting hung out on that top rope. LA Knight's chance as Waller is being hung up on that top rope. Against the ropes goes LA Knight. Forearm smash, and Waller goes to the outside. And there we go. We go to commercial break. LS Dub. LS Dub, are you going to sing next week? Are you going to bring in a singing video? I think you should. I think you should. Got to give people what they want, mate. I wonder what song. I'm thinking like Baby One More Time. I think that would be good. Oops, I Did It Again. Might be quite nice, LS Dub, if you did something like that. Right now, I'm thinking Oops, I Did It Again. Maybe the community could think of something else, but I'm thinking LS Dub singing Oops, I Did It Again next week on the Wrestling Escape Pods. I think that's a great way of guaranteeing views. I think it's what the community would like to see. And I think we could get some support for that. Seth says, hardcore street fight, no holds barred are literally the same match but with a different name. I feel like WWE Creative needs to get more creative. Well, I mean, not even just for those reasons. I also think that WWE Creative need to get more creative. Seth, shout out to you. Zoom Station says, I wouldn't mind a new belt design. Just don't get carried away with the fruity pebbles. Channel name said, I guess Eli Drake is not his real name. Have you heard of Marty James? My friend went to wrestle with him. I think he knows Regal. What, your friend went to wrestle with Marty James? What, in the UK? Have you got a friend that's wrestling in the UK? That's cool. People want that. I will give them the mercy of having them not listen to me sing. Well, Burn It Down definitely wants it. And I think if we did a poll and I said, do you want LSW to sing on next week's WEP? I think the result would be yes. So, yeah, I think it has to happen. I feel like I can put the pressure on you to the point where it happens. Is that bullying? Yes. There's no two ways about it. That's absolutely what it is. But, you know, I'm not against dabbling in a little bit of bullying. That's not a problem for me. Matthew said, what about my life be like, whoa, whoa, whoa? Is that a song? My life be like, oh, 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 oh. Matthew, are you all right, mate? Will WWE tease Cody again tonight? I don't think so. On NXT. Is NXT Level Up an important show? Do I need to watch it? Nah. It's just like little. It's like 205 Live, just rebranded basically. LSW can do what he wants. How about that? Yes. Yes, you can sing whatever you want. That's a great. Yeah, you're right. You can sing whatever you want. It's up to you, LSW. Look, and he likes it as well. Look, LSW said yes. Oh, this is brilliant. He's accepted. LSW is going to sing whatever he wants. That's great. That is great. Good suggestion, Austin. Good suggestion. And I love the fact LSW has agreed to it as well. That is brilliant. There we go. Looks like LSW is going to be singing on the Wrestling Escape Pods next week. I might tweet that out in a second because people will be excited by that. Days, I'm going to sing Don't Play by KSI and Anne-Marie. Oh, that big smash hit, that all-time classic. Brilliant. I look forward to that. Right, Waller is in control. John said, remember, no one likes a snitch or a bully. All lawyers, dentists, insurance salespeople, overpriced rental cars, and the airlines. Well, I'm not trying to be all of those. I'm just trying to be the bully. That's all. LA Knight and Cody as a tag team. Nice elbow drop by Waller to kick out. Kick out by LA Knight. Kick out by LA Knight after a Waller elbow drop. Matthew says Paige is coming. LA Knight over on the ropes. Seth says, I don't know if you remember, but I was FKA S Bizzle. I remember S Bizzle. I don't know FKA S Bizzle. Is that like FKA Twigs? Is she still in a relationship with Robert Patterson? Doesn't matter. S Bizzle or Seth Bessie. Whatever you go by now. Shout out to you. Dylan said, I watched WWE for the first time 2 weeks ago. Ever since, I think WWE is cool. This is my first time watching NXT. Well, Dylan, shout out to you, buds. Strike to the midsection by LA Knight and Waller with a strike across the back. Waller's got LA Knight up, plants him down, looking for the pin. 2. Kick out. Kick out. What if Vince knew Cody had been coming back for a while and all these Via is coming promos have been for Cody? What? How would Via is coming lead to Cody? Would it be a case that Via will be there next week, and then Via's on the Titantron, but Cody walks out? Because that would be weird. People might boo. I would boo. I'd be like, this isn't Via. Yeah, but it's Cody. Yeah, but I wanted Via. No, I'd boo that. Days, I'm going to file a missing person report on Via. No need, Johnny. He's in a corridor. He is in a corridor. Channel name said WWE Creative is stupid. Retribution would have worked with a heel turn leader like Roman or Jeff. Some people only know you from football days and now getting into wrestling. How does that make you feel? That's cool, isn't it? That's cool. Kick to the midsection by LA Knight. Ooh. Couldn't connect. Sanga was holding on to Waller, and I'm not a big fan of that ending, but Waller gets the win. There's a dude in the front row that's dripping with championship belts. He's got championship belts either side. He was like doing a little dance as well. Look at him. How many belts has he got? Sanga coming over as LA Knight moves out the way. He plants Sanga down. Duck underneath. Kick to the midsection. LA Knight. God, they're a passionate crowd, aren't they? There's more. There's Sanga. Grayson Waller is down. Right, Elliot. Oh, yeah. Crazy Dakota Kai backstage, look. What is she doing? There's, I like Wendy. I like her facial expressions. I told your friend. My track record is not good with friends. He's just a common man, working hard with his hands, and he's an American dream. A dream, the dream, yeah! Tell you what, as soon as you hear that cowbell, can't help it. Yes! Oh, there's just no entrance music as good as that these days. He's just a common man. Now it's just generic awfulness. Talking of generic awfulness, here they are. The person below will face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And Adam Keelan says, hi, Days. Yeah, I like that, Wendy. I like her backstage. When she's in the ring, I don't mind her wearing the onesie and all of that. As long as when the bell rings, like it's time to go, it's time to wrestle. I can cope with everything else. But she's got great facial expressions, man. She's so good. If you think that's the same woman that was doing the Tian Sha kind of stuff, she was the old woman in the chair, Wendy Chu. So she's very versatile. She's a wonderful performer. Can't take that away from her. The person below this comment will fight Days at WrestleMania. 1987, big fan. Gonna lose. I like the this person below this comment malarkey that you guys have got going on. Days, Wendy Chu makes me tired. Days, I'm going to make that video of me singing. Don't doubt it, Edward. I do not doubt it. Robert, shout out to you. Fortnite said enough of that. That's the sign, Days. Cody is coming. Simp attraction is quite attractive, says Houston H. He's just a common man. They should have had Dusty against Hogan. Showdown of the American Heroes, says channel name. Days, even better, Cody could be the next GM of NXT and create 3-man with LA Knight and you name the third. I wouldn't put Cody in NXT. But if he was Cody, LA Knight, I feel like you need someone that's good promo and got a decent look, not Cameron Grimes. Cody, LA Knight. I can't think of anyone. Cody, LA Knight. My mind's drawing a blank. I can't think of who would fit in with that group. I really don't think Cameron Grimes would. Who would fit in? I mean, I feel like those guys are going to look quite good in suits. Maybe Waller, Grayson Waller. Maybe it would have to be Grayson Waller, LA Knight, and Cody Rhodes as a heel group. I'd have to go with that. The Paige versus Asuka versus Alexa. Hasib says NXT sucks. Any words on if they're doing an Andre battle royal? No word, bud. No, nothing yet. Haven't heard anything. This program contains flash and images. Bron Breakker. I can't see him being in a suit, really. When I think of LA Knight and I think of Cody, I can see him being... They're a little bit older. They've been round the block. But I suppose you could have a young gun in there. Tree Trek. Tree Trek Adventure Park is... We've got Cora Jade and Raquel Gonzalez. They're getting ready for the Dusty Classic by swinging in the trees. This feels like something you would just put on YouTube. Simp Attraction. Okay, so they're doing a zip line. These have got to be like amongst the favourites, haven't they, in all fairness? Cringe, says Shola. Cringe. Okay. Time for bed. Have fun. Talk night. See you around, dudes. Zip line. Yeah, we saw some zip lineage. Right, Toxic Attraction. Jeez, what's she wearing? Why is Mackenzie Mitchell wearing, like... Is she the new member of Toxic Attraction? She's got, like, boots up to her knees. The smallest red skirt I've ever seen in my life. Might not even be a skirt. Shouldn't she, as an interviewer, she's more dressed up than Mandy Rose is? I'm telling you, if I was Sean, I'd be saying to Mackenzie Mitchell, you're going to be in a suit. I don't know what you're wearing this for. You're not meant to look more flipping distracting than the talent. That's crazy. I don't understand why she's wearing that. Dusty Cup time. Kay LeRae. Hello. Hope we get a newish car 2016 State E-Class. I tweeted the picture earlier. Oh, you got a new car, did you? Life of Dad. Shout out to you, buds. Very nice. What, you got a new Mercedes? Dude. Fair play. Fair play. Fair play. Matthew said Big E was the honorary pace car driver for the Daytona 500. There's a lot of car talk going on right now. A lot of car talk going on. Daz, were you in that 500, mate? In your new Merc? Is that why you got it? Did a few laps. Right, they are taking on Lash Legend. Lash Legend is back. Lash Legend. No entrance for Lash Legend. Matthew says, I miss Ember Moon. No jokes, more quotes. My mother always used to say, the older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana. I like that. That's good. EO landing on her feet. When will they call up EO? No idea. Maybe Vince just doesn't. Well, if Vince wasn't interested, they would release her, surely. Oh, what has she done there? She's had a little fall. EO. Kick to the midsection. I think she's going up top again. Missile drop kick. Kip up by EO. Amari has tagged herself in. Lovely. Elbow drop. So, first round of the Dusty Cup. What wrestling theme song do you dislike the most? Mine are Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Tatanka, and Finn Balor. You don't like Finn Balor's theme song? Most of them. There's a lot that are just generic, to be honest, that I really don't feel. There's a lot in WWE that I just think are really bland. So, but like things like Right to Censor, that's just a siren constantly going off. I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of that. I'm trying to think if there's any that I actively hate. I can't really think of any that I actively hate. There's just a load that are boring, to be honest. But I don't hate Balor's. Oh, Jericho's. I actively hate Jericho's. I've never been a fan of Judas. I've never really got into that song. And then it's just like become this meme where people sing it. And, yeah, I actively don't like that one. Life of Daz said, well, it's a newish Merc 2016. Dude, doesn't make no difference, does it? You're driving a Mercedes? Doesn't make any difference, but it's one more Mercedes than what I'm driving. EO has managed to get the pin and the win, and so without really any problem, EO and Kay LeRae take a step forward. They will face the Niall, Tatum Paxley, or Gacy and Kayden. And we're seeing VIP area that's Cringe Attraction are in. Yeah, who's this dude? Dante Chen. I never remember who he is. Dante Chen. Days is mad because they're not singing to Serena Deeb or Dana Brooke's song. I don't even know Serena Deeb's music, you know. I don't even know Dana Brooke's music. Not feeling that guy. Dante Chen against Duke Hudson coming up next, apparently. Finn Balor's theme song seems like a stage play theme, like he should be doing a performance in tights a la Cats. I wish he was. 2 moonsault botches back to back, says Zoom Station. Days, check my Twitter later. I DM'd you a picture or two. Justin, welcome back. Austin said, fake fan. You're a bad fan. I keep it real. That's what I do. I keep it flipping real. Chimaev versus Burns. I'd probably be leaning Chimaev, man. Probably be leaning Chimaev. I think he's the real deal. Why is Stacy Keibler never mentioned? Why do we need to mention her? That would be the question I would have. Why do we need to mention Stacy Keibler? I don't like Dana Brooke no more, says Johnny. Oh. Is it because she friend-zoned Reggie? Is that why? Commercial break. We are at commercial break, yes. Britt Baker is horrible, says Real. This show's, I mean, there, isn't it? That's how I feel about this show. It's happening. It's there. But there's not really loads to, like, I don't feel like there's loads to have fun with. Don't know why. It's a weird little show. Like, I'm waiting for stuff to kind of, you know, have a bit of fun with, have a laugh with. It's just not really showing itself at the moment. We'll see. We'll see what they've got coming up after the break. Can I just say, this Zendaya advert for whatever is just, you know, the seashells one. It's on all the time. Squarespace. It's on all the time over here. I think it was a Super Bowl ad. That's the first time I heard of it. But since then, it's been played here all the time. Is there UFC on Saturday? I believe there is, yes. Cody, LA Knight, Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne. Days Bliss Fits. Is that what they're called? Bliss Fits. Is that what they're called? Is that what Alexa Bliss fans are called? They're called Bliss Fits. Are they really? Bliss Fits. Like Misfits, but Bliss Fits. Should be known as Blinge. Can we call him that instead? Can we call him that instead? Alexa Bliss Gamer, you know I love you, but can we change the name of Blissfits to Blinge? I'll let you figure out why. Might take you a while, but I'll let you figure out why. I agree about Britt Baker. She's not attractive, says Shannon. Why are you complaining? She is fine. Who are we talking about? Zendaya? Not complaining, just saying. It's just on literally every commercial break. We tend to get it. Blissfits aren't cringe. They are just stalkers. Okay, how about Blorkers then? Let's call them Blorkers. Bliss stalkers. Blorkers. I'm only teasing, Alexa Bliss Gamer. I'm only teasing. I'm only teasing, mate. I'm only teasing. I told you I like a bit of bullying. I told you. No. Right, we've got Brooks and Jensen. Don't say anything stupid. Right. What's he trying to do? Is he trying to record a video for like a dating app or something? Yeah. That was a dating video, was it? I mean, I don't feel like we got anywhere. Right, Duke Hudson coming out. Dante Chen attacks him. Dante Chen versus Duke Hudson. Right, we're up and running. Tony said, this is stupid. Here's my number. Call me maybe. I guess there's more people here than the football stream. I'm going to say this. Liv Morgan will never make it big time. But I have said it. I love that Sportatorium shirt. It was nice, wasn't it? With Von Erichs against Freebirds. Yeah, that was cool. I'd date him just for that reason. I'd be like, oh, he likes his classic wrestling, does he? That's all I'd think, basically. It could be worse for you, Days. At least you didn't have to watch pointlessly dull tourism commercials for Nebraska. Well, that's true. I didn't. That is very true. Why didn't the Green Pepper practice archery? Because it didn't habanero. Why didn't the Green Pepper practice archery? Because it didn't habanero. Why didn't the Green Pepper practice archery? Because it didn't habanero. Why didn't the Green Pepper practice archery? Because it didn't habanero. Why didn't the Green Pepper practice archery? Because it didn't habanero. Why didn't the Green Pepper practice archery? Because it didn't habanero. Habanero. Didn't have an arrow. Didn't have an arrow. Habanero. 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 Duke Hudson. 1, 2, 3. Duke Hudson's won. Duke Hudson has won a match. Well done to him. Well done to his family. Micah said, I like it. Liv will do fine in my basement, says Erasure Mind. Jake said, Days, what is the most overrated and underrated wrestling move? What is the most overrated and underrated? Flipping suicide dives to my head in. I don't know if it's overrated, but I could definitely do without them. So I'd get rid of suicide dives. Oh, that move where they jump on top of a load of people outside the ring. That can go. That's done. Is that overrated? I don't think anyone rates it, but if it results in it going, then that. Underrated. Overrated is something I want to see go then. So I want to see the jumping on top of a load of people go. That's gone. And underrated would be a move I'd want to see come back. Or I'd like to see more of. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of some staple wrestling moves. Do you know what? You don't see the running power slam too much, do you? You know, where someone's got them on the shoulder and they run over. And Davey Boy Smith used to do that quite a bit. I can't really think of anyone that does that so much now. Even the bear hug. You know, the bear hug. Like, the thing is that I don't know if that's going to really work on wearing someone down. Might go with the running power slam. It's not underrated, though. Don't know. It's a good one. Let's see what people have got to say. Let's see what the people have got to say. Do you think Cody could show up on SmackDown? Sure. Let's go yes. All the moves have been banned. All the moves have been banned. We need Ollie J and her assets. Cora Jade versus Zelina Vega. Dream match. Dream match. More pile drivers, says Cheese Whiz. I can't really think of a move that's like that I want to see more of. I just can't really think of one. Full Nelson Lashley. He's doing it though, isn't he? It's great. I love the fact that Full Nelson's back in the Hurt Lock, and I love the fact it's being protected and like treated with respect. I mean, it's great. But I don't need to see anyone else doing it. I don't need to see anyone... Yeah, I don't know. Running clothesline. Running clothesline's cool. Running clothesline's cool. We don't see too many running clotheslines. Alabama Slam, says AEW fan. The Worm! The attitude adjustment is underrated, says Edward. Cody's going to show up with Liv in my basement. Have you got a big basement? Have you erased your mind? I just get the feeling you're adding more and more people. I want to see some more Irish whips. More net breakers. More super kicks. Yeah, there's not enough super kicks. You're absolutely right. Mouldy's absolutely right. More super kicks. Belly to belly. Magnum TA did a nice one back in the day. No one's touching that running power slam other than the Bulldog. Roll-ups. Schoolboy roll-ups, said Joshua. Oh, brilliant. We need more roll-ups in wrestling. Test of strength. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. The old... Yeah, the old test of strength. That's a good shout. I like that. Rhodes Cutter says burn it down. Old school brain busters. Choke slams. How many WrestleManias did Cody have matches in his previous run in the company? Did he wrestle in those appearances, says John. Throw that out to the chat. Bianca is going to lose in 10 seconds, says AEW fan. Well, that would upset people. Did Dante Chen win? No. Here's Carmelo Hayes. Matthew said, what's your opinion on Shotzi? She's all right. She's all right. I don't mind her. I think that she is a face. I think her as a heel just wasn't the right way forward. You know, she was coming out in a tank, and I could see them like really... She should be the tank girl. She should be tank girl. She's got like loads of tattoos and she's got the green hair. I could see her being a bit different, a bit quirky. She comes out in a flipping tank. See, the thing is, her coming out in the tank is fun. I just think when they were doing the firing the missile into the ring, I think that was stupid. You didn't need to do that. It would have been so much better if she was firing T-shirts into the crowd. Rather than firing stupid missiles at the wrestlers, fire T-shirts into the crowd. Do you know what I mean? People would love her. She'd be a great face. She can wrestle all right. Promos are okay. But the heel thing makes me go, that's not the right way forward for her. Here's Carmelo. Mello? What we gonna do, Mello? Celebration, guys. We're celebrating. Because of Patrick and Nolene, that's why. Talk to him. Talk to him. Come on, talk to us. What you got? Yep. Call the cops. Carmelo said he really doesn't miss. The A champion. The A stands for absolute best. He went to do it. He thought he was going to be able to get in another woo, woo. And Carmelo said something and he went. And then Carmelo started talking again. Chick Williams is going, woo. I'm the A champion. Woo. I'm the absolute best. Woo. Na. And he went to say it and he couldn't get it out in time. That was funny. Here's Peter. Here's Peter. What are you on about? Listen here, mate. What are you on about? I don't think. Oh, Peter. Peter. Peter's here. Can I say, is it actually that bad if WWE has one champion? As look at the other wrestling promotions, they've got one champion. AEW's got a lot of stars, and they only have one title. I would argue that WWE's got a bigger roster, though, than AEW. I dare you. Petey. So, Pete Dunne wants a crack at Carmelo. Okay. Do you think WWE would be teasing Cody on TV if he wasn't coming? Probably not. Probably not. Here's Cameron Grimes. I just looked on Twitter and World War III is trending. Oh, that's interesting. If that has, honestly, if World War III has started and we're sat here watching NXT, I think we are living our best lives. So, Russia is violating international law, says Biden. Yeah. Cody is full on with TNT, if not AEW. That's the facts, says Joshua. What are you saying, Joshua, that he's not coming to WWE? Are you Are you one of those Cody Flat Earthers that's absolutely adamant that this is a work? Because you're not alone. There are people out there that feel that way. I think it's legit. I think he's come to WWE. There's just so much smoke out there. There's so much, like, you know, we're finding out so many details that I think it's a case that it's a done deal. Don't get me started. I'm on a World War III cleanse. What does that mean? Did you know Ultimate Warrior was going to turn heel at SummerSlam 92 and have a match with Bret Hart at WrestleMania 9 for the title, says channel name. Adam said, do you think Carmelo will do well on the main roster? He'll be all right. I don't... He's not that big, is he? So it's not the kind of person that I think Vince is going to be that interested in. But, you know, could he be the next AJ Styles? Because AJ's not that big, and he does very well. But you've really got to be one of the absolute best in-ring talents in order to win Vince over. And I do think Carmelo is very good, and he had a great match last week. But that is a high bar. I would think it would probably be more likely he will fail than succeed, to be honest. Does anyone know the game Sneaky Sasquatch? It's pretty hilarious. I don't know. Joshua said he's got to be signed to Summit with TNT for the reality show that's based around his job. Yeah, but apparently that reality show's been cancelled now. So apparently that is done. Dunda 2 by Kanye West. Any chance Gargano is signed with WWE and he's just on a baby break? Is a baby break a little break? There's every chance, yes. And then there's every chance he isn't. John said, I wonder if there's a non-compete clause, so WWE has to wait. Apparently there isn't. This is what we're saying about there being so much smoke around Cody. That for me it's not a work because we know too many details. One of the details being apparently there is no non-compete, so he is free to arrive and do work pretty much straight away, and has actually been recording vignettes is another thing that's been spoken about. Trick Williams versus Carmelo. Right, Trick Williams against Carmelo, and we are at the halfway point. Would you call those people flat roads? Flat roads. Where we going? We don't need roads. That's what Tony Khan said. Where we're going, we don't need roads. I believe he said that when he addressed the AEW roster. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Days, I'm watching NXT 2.0. Boomers TV. Shout out to you. I've got a feeling that Cody will be back in a few months with an NWO-type faction to take back his company. Joshua said, what are the thoughts on CYN when they announced triple tag titles in AEW Impact? I don't know. I don't watch Impact, so I can't comment. I think James Chadwick watches it, so he can comment on Impact. Days, I'm going to go and make that singing video topless. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. The problem with Carmelo Hayes' gimmick is it feels like he's trying to be cool, kind of like how Toxic Attraction are trying to be sexy. He can cut a promo. I will give him that. It's a good point. I thought Cody was in Poland trying to stop Putin. Well, that went well. It's Trick Williams versus Cameron Grimes. Oh, yeah, why have I put Carmelo? I got Carmelo on the brain. I hope, there you go. I hope Corey Graves doesn't make that same mistake. Getting Carmella mixed up with Carmelo. Who is it? Cameron. To the moon. Hammer Studio said, Days, I'm not watching NXT 2.0. Days seriously thinks that Trick Williams is facing his guy Carmelo. I couldn't care less about this match, to be honest. I could have written anything there. I could have written a little bit of Shakespeare in the little text box below, because this match is doing diddly for me. Diddly, I tell you. AEW needs Wyndham, Strowman, and Rowan. Do you think AEW will have a 3-man tag championship? Trio's belt has been spoken about. So, I would think they will likely get one at some point. But I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. I haven't heard any latest rumours or anything on that. But I know it has definitely been discussed about a Trios championship. Cody is going to return as Just Rhodes since he wanted his name back so bad. Jen Carter, shout out to you. Hope you are well. Austin said, you make it easy for me to mess with you. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I've had a lovely evening, so enjoy it. I loved the Wrestling Escape Pod. It's put me in a good mood. Control Your Narrative is independent. It's not a part of any promotion. All wrestlers are welcome, indies and big companies. I might have a video submitted for the web, but I don't know. Lol, I still want that picture, Sonny. Why can't you paint a bad picture of Tommy? I wonder if I could just find a picture, a bad picture. I wonder if I could just find one and claim it was from you. I could do that. Find a picture of, like, some blonde, a bad picture of some blonde person. Because is he blonde? I don't know. I think he is he? In my head he is, because in his videos he used to be. Bad painting of a person. I might just Google image those, and then I might just claim that one is. If I could find one that looks just close and is bad, that would be great. Cameron Grimes going up top. He's about to come crashing down. Ugh, he kind of cross-bodied his head. To the moon. To the moon. 2, 3, and Cameron Grimes wins. Cameron Grimes wins. Cody is still on good terms with AEW, so he could return, says Connor. JD from New York thinks it'll be Owens and Seth versus Austin and a mystery partner at Mania. That has been discussed on Jim Cornette podcast. I sort of agree with Jim Cornette. Bron Breakker has come in. Is in great shape. Sonny, I found a picture. Look at that one. If we could get like a background, put that on a background. Like, I wonder if we could go with that. And then when we show it, I could be like, that is really good. That is really good. That is really good. I can see him in that. I mean, I can't, but I like the idea of going with that one for the Wrestling Escape Pod and trying to make out that. Like, that is really good. I can see you've spent a lot of time on that. I might go with that one and say it's from you, Sonny. Seeing as you're not doing one. Nikita Lyons is coming up next. Nikita Lyons. 2K22, introducing my GM. Set up premium live events. Pre-order now. WWE ticket. What if Balor wins? He gets attacked by Bad Bunny with a destroyer. Brilliant. I'm hoping Bad Bunny leaves with both of the world titles. Days, actually, I'm going to change that song. I'm going to sing John Legend, All of Me. Oh, my God, please do. Please do. Please sing All of Me by John Legend. Yeah. Yeah. I took a screenshot of Tommy on this episode. I'm going to try and draw and paint him. Are you 40 or younger? Younger. 21. Nikita Lyons next. Who will show up first, Nikita Lyons or Veer? Probably Nikita Lyons because she's next. So unless Veer's going to jump in there. I guess that Tiffany Stratton has failed to impress the higher-ups, says the Rico Reel. Days, is Bibby Lashley's muscles real? Do you want to touch? Have you always wondered? What are you on about? Do I want to touch Bobby Lashley's muscles? No, thank you. I'm all right, actually. I must admit, I have never looked at Bobby Lashley's muscles and thought, oh, I would love to touch them. No. Are they real? I think they are. Either that or they're balloons that he inflates before the show and then deflates. He's actually only 5'5", and he's tiny. He's absolutely tiny. But they inflate him. All of him, like, pump him up. There's like an air pump backstage. And they expand him. I'm honestly really liking NXT in recent weeks. How about you? I'm finding this week pretty dull, to be honest. But I think recent weeks have been better. I would agree. Putin versus Biden. If Putin loses, he can never invade again. Yeah, but what if he wins? John said, I might touch him, just so I can say I did it. Yeah, but who are you telling? Who are you telling? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you touch his muscles, are you going to be down the pub with your mates going, you know that Bobby Lashley, yeah? Touched his muscles, didn't I? Have you, John? Yeah, touched his muscles. I won this competition, and I got to touch his muscles. Oh, did you? Tell us more. Like, who are you going to talk to? Who are you going to tell that story to? You're not, are you? Surely you're not. I mean, like, if I'd have touched Bobby Lashley's muscles, I don't know who I would tell. I mean, in all fairness, I'd tell you lot. But, no. No, Kristen's gone. That's it. That's it. This whole conversation has driven Kristen away. That's it. Bye, Days. I knew it. I knew people would be leaving as soon as we got onto the touching Bobby Lashley's muscles conversation. Right, Chase University. Welcome to Chase University. Place of higher learning. I want to touch Ollie J. to see if they're fake. I think Ollie J's real. What was your reaction to Joe Rogan's racist video? I haven't seen it. I genuinely haven't seen it. I heard about... I mean, I haven't even seen the video about the vaccine... about the vaccine stuff. I haven't seen, like, what has been said or anything like that. But... I mean, I kind of like Joe Rogan. He's someone that always seems to be trying to search out for, like, you know, the truth. Like, he brings in experts and everything. So I find it very strange if he's, like, at the center of an anti-vax kind of thing. Because he has, like, lots of scientists on and everything, doesn't he? He's had brilliant minds on. Brilliant. So I just find it a bit weird. Here's Nikita Lyons. This girl hasn't debuted, and I find her to be very unfocused. I don't know if she's a singer. I don't know if she's meant to be a dancer. I don't know if she's a fighter. I don't know if she's a boxer. What I know is her music's awful. Her ring is pretty awful. I don't know if I'm meant to be entertained by her or threatened by her. Wade Barrett said, a lot of people in this industry are either fighters or entertainers. Nikita Lyons is both. This ring gear is horrible. They keep saying that a family's rock stars, but they don't say who the family are. If a family are rock stars, who's a family? It's weird, isn't it? It's kind of like her dad is like a really famous musician and she grew up on tour. Oh, okay. And then we never find out who it is. Never find out who it is. Kicks coming in by Nikita Lyons. I'm not feeling it. Are they even trying with this show? Liverpool Chelsea have a 3-day gap between their Carabao Cup final this Sunday and the 5th round FA Cup matches. Luton versus Chelsea, Liverpool versus Norwich, both Wednesday night next week, says Adam. Still got to set up those FA Cup streams, to be honest. Right. Against the ropes goes Nikita, and shoulder barge over the top against the ropes. Roll. Hip toss. Charging over. Forearm strike. WWE thinks they can sell out in an arena with Texas versus Bron and probably Ziggler. It looks like she's wearing a military vest over her bra. Knees to the midsection. It's ugly ring gear, man. Trying to roll up. Strike by Lyons. Knee to the midsection. And again, some nice Muay Thai. I like the Muay Thai knees. What was that? She just went like, and the girl was like. Just as I was praising the Muay Thai knees, where she's throwing knees into the midsection, holding the back of the head, she then like goes to throw a knee, doesn't really, and the girl still has to react to it. Her opponent still has to sell it. Why is this so long and painful? Look. German. Kip up. That's nice. I like that kick. She's got a couple of things that she can do. I don't like that finisher. I don't like that finisher at all. She does the splits and comes crashing down on the girl. I like that kick. It's that she kind of finished the girl off with. She does not need to be doing the splits pin thing. Ring gear's ugly. Yeah, green. Don't tempt me to sing All of Me because I will. I hope you do. I hope you do. And I hope you do the extended version. Who is this NXT show for? It annoys older fans and it seems boring for kids. It's just showing you the superstars of tomorrow, really. So it's just like Raw. It's Raw Light. Raw 2.0. I do like the backstage bits they do. Persia and Duke Hudson getting at it. You used to enjoy it. Duke Hudson says it doesn't have to be a long time ago. Was Dexter there all the time? Why didn't Dexter do anything? What's going on? Duke Hudson was saying to Indi, like, you used to enjoy it, and she says, it was a long time ago. Pans over to Dexter, who quite clearly has been standing there for a long time, and he puts his head down and walks away. Do you remember when he was a serial killer? I mean, like, he's murdered people for less than that. I thought they let Niall go. We don't need another one. Not digging Nikita. Not digging Nikita. They might build her up in 3 years to face Ronda. Duke is creepy, says LSW. No, LSW. That's called kissing. So I know that's something that would intimidate you. But it's normal. It's normal, mate. He's not creepy for doing that. When a man loves a woman, it doesn't even need to be love, right? They tend to do that little thing called kissing. So what that was a show of affection. It's fine. Happens quite a lot. And it means that they like each other. And, potentially would like it to go a little bit further. Yeah. A little bit further. Take it a bit further. Probably hoping to see her later on that night kind of a thing, So it's normal. It's something that adults do. And, that's... I can understand why you would call him creepy for that, but it's fine. It's fine. Days, Liverpool and Chelsea have a 3-day gap. I just read that, Adam. Yes. I appreciate it because it's reminded me that I need to set up FA Cup streams. I need to do that. In the bedroom. LSW, Days is lying. Terms of affection are liking one's comment. Don't listen to Days. Tony said, this is not Edge and Lita. Right, well, listen, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pretty hot underneath the collar right now. I didn't realize this was Filth 2.0. Tommy Toy Travels would love this. He would love it. All right, I get it. She's thick. Can we move on now? General consensus on Twitter. Obviously not the best gauge for actual WWE fans, but they seem to really like Nikita. Well, then what I would say is they are really not the best gauge for WWE fans, or certainly not the best gauge for talent. I mean, the NXT crowd popped when she did a kip up. Do you know what I mean? Jeez. Doesn't matter about all the stuff that gets botched or that stupid little kick that was about 2 years away. It was delayed and looked awful. As long as she can do a kip up. Not good at all. I mean, what I will say, a couple of little things that she did. I did like that kick at like the finisher. I thought was quite good. But even the German looked off. You know, when she did the German, she kind of threw the girl over to the side. So even her German, like, she didn't get a nice arch on it. She chucked the girl kind of more to the side. It wasn't like a well executed, crisp German suplex that she did. Seemed to go on for a while as well, that match. And for someone so green, I don't know why you would have her go so long. Yeah, not feeling it. I'm so happy that Dolph joined the Bee Gees. Nikita Lyons' family is keeping their identity a secret. If you can do a kip up, you can be a wrestler. That's it. Here's the Creed brothers, the Dusty classic. Winners. Malcolm Bivens blowing kisses at the Dusty Classic trophy. Good win this was for the Creeds. He's a good talker as well. I really like Bivens. I really rate him. Creed brothers. NCAA tournaments, Olympic trials. Last time I checked, Fabian and Marcel have not won a Dusty Classic. They haven't defended those championships in weeks. We are the real deal. Here's Imperium. Da-na-na-na. We've still got Ciampa and Ziggler. Here is Gunther. Gunther! We don't care if the Creeds have won the Dusty Cup. They will never take our championships. Right, Imperium tried to step into the ring, and the Creeds are fighting with Imperium. That just leaves Gunther in the ring with Malcolm Bivens. He grabs Bivens, drives him back to the corner, and Solo Sikoa. Oh, nice. That's a nice kick. That's a nice kick. Solo Sikoa standing over a fallen Gunther. That was nice. Everyone is going to keep calling him Volta. WWE might as well change his name back. They won't do it. They won't do it. Gunther. Come on, Bivens. Veer Mahan is coming to Raw soon, says Aaron. Yeah. He's on the way. How long we got left? We got about half an hour left to go. I don't want to see Gunther lose to him. Yeah, I don't either, to be honest. I don't either. Why Nikita and not Frankie? Don't know. Don't know. Frankie was obviously a lot more experienced. Perhaps Nikita's cheaper. I don't know. Don't know what kind of contract Frankie was on. Women's Dusty Cup coming up. Solo with Diamond Mine. It could work. Solo's Sikoa needs to be with the Bloodline, says Connor. Right, we are going to commercial break, and we are getting through this show. It is going by. I thought the Creed brothers were heels. I've seen them be heels, but I think it kind of depends what you need them to do and who they're going up against. I think they sort of turned, didn't they turn when it was like Diamond Mine against Legado del Fantasma? So I think they've kind of, but I mean, yeah, it kind of feels like they could go either way. I think they are faces at the moment. Are you doing the singing thing for the web? Me? No. No. I can't enter, can I? I think what we'll do is I'll try and find, if we can get 4 people to enter that are singing, then we could do a poll. And then we can get the community to pick who the winner is. I like that. We might get more than 4, and then maybe we have to do a knockout tournament. That could be interesting. We could end up having a couple of weeks where people vote, and then we get down to the grand final. So I might put that out on Twitter. Send in your videos of you singing as we try to crown Wep Idol 2022. Wep Idol? Oh my God. Wep Idol. Days, I can't say Michael Cole's partner name in the chat. If I do, it won't show up. Well, you just have. And stop it. L. Siney said, Creed Bros need a catchphrase. Creed Bros need a catchphrase. We're the best. There we go. Austin said, Wep Idol sounds perfect. Wep Idol! It's coming. If you're a fan of the Wrestling Escape Pods, or if you've never seen it, tune in next week as we launch. I'm going to tweet that out now, actually. Coming next week. We introduce Wep Idol. Yes. Send me your video clips of you singing as we crown a Wep singing champion for 2022. All entries to wrestlingdays@gmail.com. Boom. Tweet is done. And sent. Lovely. Right, we've got Haaland and Gacy going up to, I don't know who that is. Draco. We are the Creed Bros. We're not assassins, but we are buttons. Buttons. NXT feels very sterilized now. Days, just a little tease, but I can sing, says Edward. Well, the community will be the judge of that. The community will judge if you can sing. I'm going to do it. I just need to figure out a song that goes with my whale voice. Whale songs. Right, we've got Ivy. I really like Ivy Niall. Ivy Niall. Ivy Niall. Ivy Niall and I don't even know who her partner is. Some girl. Versus who? Oh. What the hell have they come out with? Like little smoke guns? God, look at them. They look like Rave Legion of Doom. They look like the rave version of the Legion of Doom. They've got shoulder things on, but it's all like light up. If Legion of Doom were going to a rave, that's what they would wear. I bet Ivy Niall is just looking at these two going, I break you. I break you. I don't know why she talks like that. I just get the vibe she does. If Imperium was going to have a woman, I think Ivy Niall would be a good woman to put in that group. She looks like that would be her accent. I break you. Your viewership is lower than usual. Wow. It's because NXT 2.0 is going very well. Those are some lame shoulder pads, says 1987 Big Fan. Edward is disqualified for that comment. We will see. LOD 3.0. Yes, you're right. LOD 3.0. Right. Saxon Huxley, or whatever her name is, in there right now with Kacy Catanzaro. Kacy on the shoulders. Here's Ivy. Oh, man. Good selling that by Kacy. She did, man. She just drove a fist right. Look at her. Kick to the midsection. That's Ivy Niall done. I love that, though. I love how Kacy got thrown down and Ivy Niall waited for her. And as Kacy was coming down, she just went, boom, right in the midsection. It was nice. Oh, it was nice. Oh, what a rave. Yeah. What a rave. Well. Let's go, Ivy. Let's go, Kacy. Let's go, Ivy. God. I'm an Ivy. I am very quickly becoming an Ivy Niall stan. Clothesline. Ivy Niall goes down. And again. Roll up. Kick to the side of the head. 1, 2, kick out. Wade Barrett talking about OnlyFans. Yes, this is definitely a Vince and Bruce production. Oh, look at that Enziguri kick by Ivy. Oh, my God. That was nice. Ivy. Planting Kayden down. 1, 2. Kacy makes the save. Ivy charging over. Oh. Goes to the outside. Kacy kicks Ivy down. They're being quite elusive. They're working together. Come on, Ivy. Get back in there. Get back in there. Get back in there. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Well, that other one let her down. Stupid other one. Whatever her name is. They said he's an Ivy stan, but he won't remember her theme song or buy one of her shirts. Has Ivy got a shirt? I don't even know if she's got a shirt. And I love her theme song, actually. I'm Ivy Niall, just like the longest river in Egypt. I'm Ivy Niall, just like the longest river in Egypt. When you think of Egypt, you think of the pyramids, you think of the pharaohs, you think of Tutankhamun. I'm Ivy Niall, just like the longest river in Egypt. It's a great tune. She's beating up her friend. Do it! Do it, Ivy! Aww. She showed mercy. Yeah, well, she lost you that, didn't she? She lost you that. Should have done worse. Should have done worse. Should have beaten her up more. I bet Tommy ends up launching Tommy Toy Travels After Dark. Tommy Porn Travels. Tommy Porn Travels. I'm going to tweet that out. Tommy Porn Travels. This day's singing moment is brought to you by Bananas. Sing it! It's a big tune, man. It's a big tune. I'm Ivy Niall. Right. Here's Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler. We need the Ghost Banana song. I don't have a Ghost Banana. Is Tommy Porn Travels a new thing on YouTube? It's gonna be. It's gonna be. Gotta give the people what they want. People would love Tommy Porn Travels. Right, Dolph Ziggler against, it's not Bron Breakker, it's Tommaso Ciampa. God, that's how unengaged I've been tonight. Just hasn't clicked for me. There's been a few moments that I've enjoyed. But by and large, I think this has been one of the weaker shows that we've seen from them in a while. Recent weeks have been good. Who knows, though? There's still around about 20-odd minutes. So this show could be... this match could be quite nice. Days LOD 3.0. Ladies of Doom. The Ladies of Doom. That would be nice. The Ladies of Doom. Right, we are at commercial break. And as we said, we've got around about 20 minutes to go. Tommy has got a collection of adult films. I mean, in all fairness, I don't know that they are adult films. I think they are films that have a little bit of sauciness in, but I don't think they are specifically just sauciness. I will defend him here. I think they are quite arty films with a little sauciness in, you know. So I am going to defend him on that, but his one today did have a pervert sticker on it. There's no escaping that. There's nothing I can do that's going to change reality. He did have a movie today that did have a pervert. I think it was a pervert warning sticker or so. I don't know. I love the web. That's all I know. Ciampa had better not job to Jobber McZiggles. Zachary, good night, my friends. Good night. I never feel more alone than when I'm trying to put sunscreen on my back, says Kojiko. Right. How long have we got? 20 minutes. This I've got hopes for this match. This could be decent. This could be decent. Days, I got a slap in high school for kissing a girl, and my friend told me, she said, you deserve that. Did you get a slap from the girl you were trying to kiss? Because if she didn't want the kiss, then yes, you definitely did deserve it. Salvador said, will the Ziggler appearance mean anything for the ratings? I don't think so, bud. I don't think so. Days, there's an 8-minute overrun for NXT. I'm starting really slowly to... I'm just starting to remember now. Edward, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're typing out. Is Ziggles on the NXT roster? I don't think Ziggles is, to be honest. I just think they are using him there for ratings and lols. Ratings and lols, the Dolph Ziggler story. Yeah, I mean, I do think they're struggling a little bit when it comes to NXT 2.0. Good job for remembering. Thank you. Jilly said AJ has re-signed with WWE for a sum north of $3 million with extra bus accommodation. I love that. We're going to give you $3 million a year and you're going to get a free bus pass. You're going to get a free, just like the old people. You're going to get a free... I mean, I know he's old, but he's not that old. Free bus pass. It's going to help you get around the cities and everything. You get a bus pass here in the UK for free when you hit about 65. I don't think he's that old. But this is what you do. You negotiate things. Do you know what I mean? You're going to have a free bus pass, and we're also going to let you go to the bingo on a Thursday. It's a hell of a deal. This is LA Knights. Let me talk to you. You said it wrong. It's Tomato Chomper. Tomato Chomper. Yeah. Right, next week we got Gunter taking on Solo Sikoa. Days, that is the beginning of All of Me by John Legend. Well, I'll experience it next week when you and your beautiful singing voice enter Wep Idol. Do you think you could run your own organization? No, because you need a lot of money. So no. Not unless someone's going to give me a load of money. And wrestlers. And a ring. And screens. I need a lot of stuff. Let's put it that way. I've got a free bus pass and I'm 17. I have a C+1, which means I can get someone else on the bus. You've got a free bus pass at the age of 17. Do you get one if you're a certain age, then under 18 or something? I don't know. I know that boomers get them. Are you a boomer? You're a boomer, Edward. Fair play. An easy song to sing for the Wep Idol is Tequila by the Champs. Tequila by the Champs. Isn't Tequila by TerraVision? And tequila, it makes me happy. And a tequila, and you know that one. Here we go anyway, main event time. Days, I could be your creative. Indeed. We do still need wrestlers, a ring, entrance screens. I mean, there are other concerns. Right, let me get rid of the poll. Over 500 votes have come in as to who you think's going to win. And Chomper, 65%. So, there we go. Seems like you lot are with Tommaso. Primo said, days when Triple H was running NXT 1.0, they were doing 700s and they were always above 600s. NXT 2.0 is struggling to crack 600. Yes, I get a free bus pass at 17. It's called a Young Scott card. Is it? I'm talking about the one song that only has you sing one word. I don't know if I know it. It's the only song, Tequila, I know. And tequila, it makes me happy. It's getting it. Wep Idol, man. If you are a budding singer and you want to, maybe you've never seen the Wrestling Escape Pod, but you quite fancy giving it a go, or you just want to see other people giving it a go, Wep Idol, next Tuesday, just before NXT. We're going to do it. Next week, we're going to do Wep Idol. Inspired by Dave and William Hensey. Am I and Dave able to enter? Or are we pros and not eligible? No, I would never deprive you of that, William. But you will have to enter individually. Although, do you? I mean, you can have duos, can't you? Do you know what I mean? You could be our very own Simon and Garfunkel. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say you have to enter individually. I think let's just, anything goes. If you want to go individual, fine. If you want to be a duo, fine. Anything goes. I think that LSW is going to get it personally. LSW with Ups, I've done it again. Tommaso is struggling as Dolph is raking his eyes. If you heard it, you'd remember it. Yeah, probably. Wep Idol is going to be great. Even though I can't sing, it'll be fun to see other people in the community sing him. It's going to be good, man. The music might be a problem because, of course, it's going to be a problem. But I think if it's kind of like quiet in the background, if it's there but it's not the focus, you know, if it's going to be like booming music and all you can hear is the music, that could be a problem. But if it's kind of in the background and you can just make it out and then they're singing over the top, that should be fine. I might do Train, Drops of Jupiter. Right, headlock at the moment by Dolph. I do like Ciampa's coloured beard better, says Mark. What's Austin doing? That's what I want to know. This could be the moment that Austin finally reveals, like, at least his voice. Even if it's not his talking voice, it could be his singing voice. Over in the corner goes Tommaso, clothesline, down goes Ziggler, against the ropes goes Tommaso, clothesline, down goes Ziggler, against the ropes goes Tommaso, and again, clothesline, down goes Ziggler. Ziggler rolls out the ring. Tommaso charging over, big chop. Big chop to Ziggler, another big strike. Will you give out golden tickets to Hollywood? We'll have to see. Knee strike by Tommaso, but Ziggler moves out the way. Ziggler gets thrown through the ropes. Big knee strike to Ziggler, who goes out the ring. Tommaso sat on the edge of the ring. Pats himself on that one. He loves it. Dolph is an amazing seller, says Robin. Do you think Tony Khan makes announcements? It's a panic move when the ratings drop. I do think there is a degree of panic, but I do also think he's constantly working on lining stuff up. It's just some of them tweets he sends out do come across as a little bit frantic. Daze wants to hear Austin's singing voice. I think we all do. Yeah, I will never sing. I don't like to sing. It's not about what you like. It's for the good of the community, Austin. That is such a selfish approach. Can you imagine if I only did things that I like? Unbelievable. Commercial break. We are at commercial break. Great match. Ciampa gonna kill you. Ciampa gonna kill you. Right. Yes, we are at commercial break. When we go back, we're gonna have 10 minutes around that ballpark left. Yeah, not a bad little main event. I thought the main event would help us out a bit. Austin said the community doesn't want to hear me sing. I mean, we can easily put that to a poll. And I'm pretty sure I know which way that the poll would go. I remember when Daze sang Stop Right Now by the Spice Girls. Daze, do I have to sing? I'm not going to make you sing, Johnny. I am not making anyone sing. Except for Austin and LSW. What do you think WWE can do to make the product better? Better stories. Character development. Better storylines. Stop rematches. Stop holding back the smaller competitors. Tell more engaging stories. Like, that would be a nice starting point. Right. Here we go. We're going back to the final part of NXT. So, Ziggler has got Tommaso grounded at the moment. Nice. Side headlock. As both are trying to get back up onto their feet. Strike to the midsection by Tommaso, and again. To be fair, Days, as a professional YouTuber, you should bully Austin into singing. Yep. Strikes being exchanged back and forth by both competitors. Duck underneath by Tommaso. Tommaso grabs Dolph, slingshots him into the corner. As Ciampa goes in, runs big. Massive clothesline. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Someone needs to tell Vince it's a fine line between stupendous and stupid. Share your amazing voice with us. A whole laundry list of things to try and make WWE better, says Jilly. I know. The poll would end 98 to 2%. The 2% would be Austin and LSW. Imagine that. Imagine if next week we got Austin singing. I think that would break records. Viewing records for the web. I think that would really help the web out. It's just what the web needs. Kicks coming in by Tommaso as Ziggler's down in the corner, being stomped away on. It's been a week since Mr. Football Days admitted that he likes to try and beat himself in the fantasy league thing. It's very true. Nice strike by Tommaso. What's your status on wrestling? Do you love it as much as you did 5-10 years ago? If not, has your passion declined? My passion for wrestling hasn't declined, but I don't think the current product is as strong as 5-10 years ago. But that doesn't mean that I don't like wrestling as much anymore. But no, I don't think it's as good. I think the COVID stuff, the pandemic era, has been poor overall, by and large. Once you stream shirtless, I'll consider it. Didn't you see me earlier during the Wrestling Escape Pods? Big boot there by Tommaso. Tommaso's got Ziggler up. Oh, double knees. Double knees by Tommaso. 1, 2. Oh, shoulder up by Dolph. Shoulder up by Dolph. Ciampa taking down his knee pad. He's waiting for Ziggler to get up. No, nice knee to the side of the head. Ziggler goes down. 1, 2. 2 counters. Ziggler gets his foot on the rope. Fight forever chants from the crowds. Days, I'm 49. I've been watching since I was 6. It's very cool. You'll have undoubtedly a lot of wonderful wrestling memories. I mean, an incredible 40-odd years to be watching, to be honest. Some of the most significant in wrestling history, I would say. Ciampa driven into a ring post and sling blade by Dolph. AJ, CM Punk versus Britt Baker and Adam Cole, says Matthew. Fight forever chance, says Justin. This is the best Dolph match in months, says Robin. A good rule to remember for life is when it comes to plastic surgery and sushi, never be attracted by a bargain. 9, as Ziggler gets back into the ring. Tommaso is down. This is awesome. This is awesome chant as Ciampa moves out the way. Kick to the midsection. Double underhooks. Roll up by Tommaso to kick out by Ciampa. Straight to the side of the head by Dolph. Okay, he's got a nice submission hold applied here by Dolph. You should make a poll. See, yes, people have to sing, but lots of people say no, doesn't have to. I think we all know which way that would go, Johnny. I don't think we need a poll to know what the people want. Dolph round the back of Tommaso. Ciampa has got back up to his feet. He's going to drop Ziggler backwards. There we go. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Dolph. Just so thankful to Dave. Enough mystery in the world. Love any opportunity to bring laughter. People loved it, William. It was brilliant. It's been a lot of fun. When the Good Brothers were in WWE, do you think AJ or Balor needed them as a heel faction? Well, AJ had them. They were the OC, weren't they? I don't think they were very good. We're on the edge of the ring. Chop coming in by Tommaso. Do you prefer Mania being 2 or 1? I prefer 2. Because if you do 1, then it's around about 6 hours long. Well, I think it's about 6 for the main card and then 2 for the pre-show. That's about 8 hours. About 8 hours. And by the time you get to the main event, you're exhausted. So if you're going to do 1, then make it 4 hours max. Raid crash on the edge of the ring by Tommaso. Gotta be getting towards the business end here. Here we go. NXT chants as Dolph gets thrown back into the ring. Cameraman with a camera hits Tommaso. Is that going to be rude, do you reckon? 1, 2, 3. Dolph pins Tommaso. Guess would be Robert Roode. Robert Roode. The dirty dog. What a dirty dog. Oh, what a dirty dog. Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, the dirty dogs. Can't believe it. Dirty dogs. Look at these two. Days twice I applied to be WWE Creative and I stayed on a backup list. Oh, very nice. Robert Roode. Kicks coming in by Roode. Here's Bron. We're going to get like Bron and Tommaso against Dirty Dogs. Bron coming down, making the save. Yeah. Dirty Dogs against Bron and Tommaso. There he is. Dirty Dog's running into the ring, and this is how the show's going to come to an end, I think. Not a bad main event match at all, has to be said. Not a bad main event match. Who is your favourite superhero? Vince McMahon. Dirty Dogs are more impressive in NXT, says channel name. Big brawl to end the show, and that's gonna see us home. So there was NXT. What are your thoughts? Are you happy? Are you sad? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you rate it? What did you rate NXT? 8 to 10. 7 to 7.75. 6 to 6.75. 5.75 or below. There we go. Was that better than Raw? It's an interesting question. Was that better than Raw? Raw had Brock and the Open. It had Seth and Kevin Owens against RK Bro in the main event. Was that better than Raw? Austin said 5.5. Can you imagine HBK in his prime against AJ Styles? Erasure Mind said 7.5. Lee said 7 because of the main event. Jake said 7.75. Dolph should be a bigger deal, says Cliff. Ham Studio said 6. It was an okay show. Matthew said 7. Justin says 7.5. Yes, it was better than Raw. I can't remember what I gave Raw. Did I give it a 6 or a 6.5? I think I gave it 6.5. Dylan with the 5.5. 1 Minute Wrestler says 5.5. This show seems to always land in the 6.75 range for me. Anything is better than Raw. 5.5. 9 for the brawl. It's tricky. I'll go 7. Michael says 6. The boy says 7. 6.99. I like main event was good. I really like Ivy Nile, so I get quite excited like watching her. We did get the debut of Nikita Lyons. I just wasn't impressed by what I saw. We also had, what was the opening match? Can't remember the first match that we had. Bron Breakker came out at the start, didn't he? Yeah, I don't think there's anything here that really blew my mind. Ciampa Ziggler was good, though. For that reason, I'll go 6.5. For me, I was probably down in the 5s. I was probably down in the 5s going into this, and I thought I was probably going to be alone being in the 5s. But I think this main event really lifted it for me. I was hoping for a really good, fun main event, and I thought that actually delivered. I thought it was not bad. Not bad at all. Not like an incredible match of the year contender or anything, but just a really solid main event. I probably didn't need Robert Roode interfering, but it's going to extend it. It sets up a thingy for next week. LA Knight against Waller wasn't too bad either, actually. LA Knight and Waller wasn't too bad. I like Ivy Nile. Main event was alright. Yeah, I just can't tell if I'm high. I would go down, not up. 100% I would go down. 100% I would go down. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see what you lot are thinking. Let's have a look. 7 to 775 got 31. Wow, so close. Look at this. 775, 31%. 8 to 10, 29%. 6 to 675, 29%. I think only 10% of people said 575 or below. So that means 90% were 6 or above. And then it was really split then. Really, really split. Like people didn't really know where to go. For me, I'm definitely 6 to 675, and I'm questioning whether I'm going lower. I know where I am on this. I'm definitely not going higher. But, yeah, I would say this was a weaker week for me compared to where we've been. A weaker week, but a decent main event in the end, so. Everyone enjoyed the show so much more when it was on the network. Yeah, I mean, look, if you took just the best from that tonight and put it down into an hour, you've got a good show then. Do you know what I mean? If you just got rid of all the rubbish and just got it down to an hour, you'd have a hell of a show. Hell of a show. It is just the waffle and the bad stuff that waters it down and reduces the score down. That's a real shame. A real shame. But, hey-ho, it is what it is. You know, it's not a disaster. And we move on. So that's it. Appreciate the support. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you got something from it and enjoyed the show. We will be back tomorrow on this channel with AEW. We are back tomorrow on Football Days as well with a massive game. Manchester United taking on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. We will be live on Football Days with that. Looking forward to that one. Today's game, I was genuinely looking forward to it, but it was tight for a lot of it. And then, you know, just when there was a chance, Chelsea took their chances pretty well and won the game 2-0. Villarreal and Juve drew 1-1 in the end. So that was today. Tomorrow, Atletico Madrid against Man United. That is going to be great. So we've got that, and we've got AEW. So awesome, guys. Really appreciate the support. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the Wrestling Escape Pod as well. It genuinely is one of my favorite hours of the week as well. So we should have some community members singing us some songs next week, which I think is going to be really good, really fun. So something very, very different. So we're going to be doing that next week. So if you want to take part in that, get your singing voice ready. Get your song done. You can have a bit of music in the background. You've just got to make sure that it's maybe quiet enough where we can hear it, but not loud enough where it's dominating the video. And then, you know, you can do your little singing over the top, do your thing over the top. And that should be fine. Ideally, we don't need instrumental bits, loads of instrumentals. The one thing I don't need is the algorithm picking up on the music. But I think if we were to make people sing without music, then it might be a little William Hensey. So, yeah, we'll have a look at it. But, yeah, awesome. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.